Hello everyone, welcome to the show. This is the Ownahome.ng TV show. And on this episode of the show, I'm going to be dropping a major tea. So a client actually that has become more of a friend reached out to me yesterday and she told me, did I see the gist on Gist Lover about Revolution Plus? And I'm not usually on Instagram. So I said, okay, I went to check and apparently there was a whole mess. See, this is so messy. A lot of people that bought land 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 5 years ago had not been allocated, had not been given documents. And, people were calling them out as scams. It begs the question, is Revolution Plus scam? Is the whole business, is it a scam? What is happening? And that is what I want to break down in this video. So if you've bought land from them, or you've bought land in Ibejileki, or you're thinking of buying a land, then you should watch this. So have you bought land in Ibejileki for 1 million naira, 2 million naira or under in the last 3 years, 2 years, even a year ago? Unfortunately, I might have bad news for you because it is very likely you bought into a scam, because there's a lot of things that are happening in Ibejileki that we cannot even explain, we cannot really understand. Because a lot of real estate developers are cleaning out clients, and just very recently a lot of subscribers, clients and realtors came out and were complaining about Revolution Plus. They did not give people allocations, they did not give people their documents, they insulting clients, and people's money being held down. And the truth of the matter is, and the question that begs answer is that business, is that company a scam? That's what we're going to be looking at today on the episode of the show. So some months ago, I did a video. I'll probably link that video to this video as well. And I said, why did P1 fail? And in that video, I did not even talk about anything about scam. I didn't even talk about allocation. I just talked about relevance. And you needed to see the floodgates opened. Oh, this one, that one, you want to bring down another man's business. This one, they are the best things in sliced bread. You don't know about real estate. One came to me, even to my WhatsApp directly, to come and rain their tribe. And one thing I noticed when, of the kind of people that were saying that they were all realtors, people that like other agents, they were realtors. And let's not even talk about the merit of what I was saying. You're in no moral standing to weigh in, because there's already a conflict of interest. P1 pays you, you collect commission from them. So I don't expect you to come and even say anything positive. I don't expect you to agree with me. I don't expect you to agree with constructive criticism. And lots of comment. The people that were asking questions were customers. People that they were customers. They were people that pay, because at the end of the day, most realtors or some realtors, they don't even have any skin in the game. All you know is that you sell property of millions of naira to other clients. And so you cannot, your high horse, come and be telling me what I can talk about, or come and saying what I'm saying has no merit, because the truth of the fact is that so many real estate companies are moving mad. So at some point, I just left the comment section for God and those people to be talking to themselves. And in the words of a famous philosopher called Kidiwaya, he said, cry today, cry tomorrow, cry forever. I said what I said. And there's this popular company which is Revolution Plus that I wanted to talk about them because we used to work with them. Realtors used to work with them so many years ago. But because of the backlash, in quotes, that I received from the P1 video, I didn't want to do it, because I just feel like, at this, I don't want people to misrepresent people, like misrepresent what I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to bring anyone down. So I've just been toying with it. But recently, when it's just like when when the Casalas has burst, Casala don't burst now. So all the gloves are off. All the gloves are off. People have come out, clients have come out, to say that they have paid 10 million naira, 1 million naira, 1.5 million naira for years. They have not been allocated. And I want to weigh into that. And I want to give my own 2 cents. I want to explain why that kind of thing can happen. I want to also react to it. So let's start from the posts that were made on Gistlover. So Gistlover got messages from different people that were saying, it's past, this person said, it's past 2 a.m. and I no fit sleep. I'm thinking about my 7.4 million naira. And that because of Tony, make me buy the land. So Tony is a Nigerian celebrity. I think she was in King of Boys. So Revolution Plus employed her for as a celebrity brand ambassador to sell their land. So people bought on her account, because for so many people, it's just enough that a celebrity talks about something. They don't do their due diligence. So while I'll never ever blame the victim, just because that there's this whole smoke screen of branding, which I keep saying, forget branding, forget drone photography, forget all of those things. Do your due diligence. So 7.4 million naira, she has not gotten anything. She bought a land from Revolution Plus. This other person said, I paid for a plot at Houston Park since September 2020, 2 years ago. Till now, Revolution Plus has not allocated the land to me and a friend. They are scammers. Please call them out. I personally reached out to Toyi Abraham. She defended the Tolu woman. That's the actress. Please drag them well. Over 1.2 million naira paid with no lands to show for it. So another person says, hello Gistlover, I saw complaints about Revolution Plus property on your page. Please, I am one of the people that paid for land and have not received any allocation. One plot at Miami Beach and one plot at Houston Park. I've made a full payment on the 2 plots, but still haven't gotten no allocation. The most annoying thing is they sound very rude when I call to ask about the plot allocation. Something that you paid for. They are sounding very rude. Okay, so this person says, don't let Tolu, as she is popularly called by realtors, deceive you. She and her husband, Bamidele. So this, apparently the person that owns the Revolution Plus is Tolu, and her husband, Bamidele, are rude. They insult people at the slightest provocation. I was almost jailed for selling for them. It was EFCC that helped my client get full refund of his money. Do you see how serious this is? Because I'm in a group that realtors, every now and then they come to complain. After Revolution Plus severed ties with the brokers that are in Lagos, and they said if you want to sell for them, come and meet them directly. Like 2 companies did that, or 3 companies, like about a year ago or 2 years ago, they did that. So they don't even really have a good working experience and working relationship with most of the realtors in Lagos as at now. But the truth of the matter is that 5 years ago, some few years ago before that, is these people that have been helping them to sell their property. And now that they have received some clout of their own, they discharge everybody. So people that even had issues, clients that had issues and that have issues currently, are now taking it out on these realtors. They're taking it out on them, and they're telling them that, why is my land? And the realtors are trying to mediate with Revolution Plus, mediate with the broker association that we are under, and there is an impasse because Revolution Plus is not even interested. They are not interested. So this lady said that she almost went to jail. EFCC was even the one that had to even take the money back. Is that serious? Is that serious? Said they oversold many of their properties. That is why they are in deep mess now. They are greedy, liars, and to top it all, very rude. Many of us selling have boycotted them over 2 years back, with many people in serious trouble now for selling for them. Go and check all their property. All is half done. No one has delivered over the years. And that's what, again, I think that you should watch out for, because we are talking about the lessons for people that are going to still develop, Most realtors, they just pump and dump. They're not interested in developing there. They're not interested in doing anything. They just want to collect your money. They put a gatehouse, they put a fence. There's no development happening there. And I'm not saying P1 is a scam, but I referenced it in that video and I said, how many developments has P1 delivered in how many years that they've been in this industry? In Lagos, there are so many places, and it's a question. How many have they delivered? People told me that, oh, they have stuff in Ikoyi, but how many have they delivered, in much smaller locations? Like, for instance, Landway now, we know that Landway has Urban Prime 1, Landway has Urban Prime 2, Landway has Urban Prime 3. We know Veritasi Homes has Camberwell Courts, 1 has been finished, 2 is about to be delivered. We have, so yeah, P1 that has been in the game for so long a time, how many estates do you have people living in them, that they built and now people are living them? That's a very, very important question you need to ask before you invest in any real estate company. So no one has delivered over the years. Rather, they go about with publicity, giving out gifts to unsuspecting customers. And Revolution Plus is one of these companies that they give out goats, they give out ram, they give out rice, and all of that thing. And I have a problem with that because I think they also even sponsored BB Nigeria. Yeah, some 2-3 years ago. I think they sponsored BB Nigeria and they signed to celebrities. And the same thing with MTN, Glo, all these networks. You're telling me about I can win 500 million. I'm not trying to win 500 million. Just give me good network, for goodness sake. Give me affordable airtime. So all these other things, it's not necessary because customer satisfaction is the most important thing. Said there is so much to say about these people. I know them right from Mowe, where they started their first property, and I can talk about them and how much evil they have been over the years. Wow. My Oga, good evening from Canada. My name is Ijoma. I bought land from Revolution Plus since last year. The total of everything is 7.4 million. I have paid them in full. Up till now, they never give me allocation on my papers. I beg, help me. Oba, I beg, help me. So another thing I've noticed is that mostly people from diaspora that were their clients. And to me, I feel like to a large extent, people from diaspora, they are very, very trusting. They are very, very kind-hearted. These people want to see Nigeria grow. These people want to see stuff. They want to touch base. They want to invest in Nigeria. They want to even come back and settle down here. They want to have investment that maybe because, even a video that was talking about Pastor Matthew, you can't really even have any investment in Europe, in these places because how 1%, 2%, so actually real estate is the best place that they can get returns for their money, the bulk that they spent. But still do your due diligence. Don't be carried away by name. Don't be carried away by all those things, so you don't enter into trouble. So this other person said they are pure scam. My husband bought land for me with 10 million naira. Even his friends did too. 15 million naira at Ibadan and all of that. This person said they refused allocation for years. I paid for both Houston and Dallas, and I got only allocation for 1. I sold 3+ for these people since 2 years, no allocation. So even realtors are complaining. And why I do what I do and why I talk how I talk, about these things is that at the end of the day, I am not exempt. If something should go wrong, that money will choke you as a realtor. And even if your client is not problematic, there's nothing of joy that it gives you that somebody puts millions of naira in something and that investment is a bust. Revolution Plus has been called out and the ball is in their court to react to this. And in fact, I feel that their reaction even was less than ideal because these are some of the things that they said when the person was called out, to respond. So they said official statement released by Revolution Plus Development Company. So let's hear their side. Let's be unbiased. Let's hear their side. Our attention has been drawn to certain allegations, assertions, and false accusations levied against Revolution Plus Property Development Company. We wish to state categorically that Revolution Plus was built on integrity and trust, and this has remained our modus operandi over these past few years. wish to state that as it is with every business entity, there will always be a few dissatisfied customers, but wish to make some clarifications on the series of complaints and allegations levied against us, as this will enable us to resolve all underlying issues. So, allocation issues. Revolution Plus is the proud owner of 40 estates with several declared sold out and over 5,000 subscribers both in and out of the country. Currently, in our portfolio, we have 19 landed properties and 7 houses, 4 completely built, still selling. As per the policy of the company, once a property has been fully paid for, we provide a provisional letter of allocation which states that allocation is done between 3 to 6 months after full payment has been made. As a result of the high volume of subscribers who subscribe to our estates, allocations are often done in batches and oftentimes may exceed the time frame given for allocation. This is duly communicated to the clients, informing them of the latter date in which allocation should be carried out. So between 2020 and 2021, we had a total of 40 batches of allocations in 26 estates. Below are list of some estates allocated, and they put that out. They put the, talked about some reasons why clients may not be allocated, default in payment, delay in allocation, and I also raised that issue in one of my other videos, and how some of these real estate companies scam people. Because most times when you default in payment or when you stretch your payment plan for so long, they end up selling, see what they've said. They oversubscribe for their properties. There's so much rush for their properties. So if maybe you have a 12-month plan and somebody, highest bidder comes and says, oh, I want to buy outright, they will sell your property, they will sell your land to that person, and at the end of the 12 months they start giving you issues. So for the ones that they are citing delay in payment, it's either maybe you defaulted on your payment plan, or you spread it too long and too far, and within that time frame they gave it to somebody else, and that's what happens. That happens a lot in the industry. That's what a lot of developers do. And I feel like this is so sad, because you have a covenant you have an agreement to do this, to do that. You stick to the agreement. And some people will now go back to the old contract of sale. And except you also have money to go to the courts, because at the end of the day, the contract of sale is phrased and is coined in a way that helps them. That actually, because it's not you that drafts the contract of sale, they're the ones that draft the contract of sale after you have paid, and they give you to sign. So every single clause is one that favors the developer. So at the end of the day, you will not even have much to hold on to if you even go the route of litigation. And this is just very, very, very sad. So my take on all of this is that later on, and in the whole posting, people started coming to say how this Tolu babe and her husband, they're the highest givers, the highest seed or supporters in Christ Embassy, they at Lekki, and there's so many blah blah blah. So this is what you're using our money for. She's buying exotic cars, luxurious cars, and everything. This is what I want to leave this video in. As a believer myself, there's something that that the word says. It says, I will give you prosperity and peace. So what is the point of prosperity when you don't have peace of mind? See how many distraught customers. And Nigerian businesses are too short-sighted, because I heard that there's a whole pack of police in their office right now, trying to forestall any kind of protest or anybody coming to make trouble, that kind of thing. See how they are handling this so very, very, very badly. And you're not even thinking about the next generation. You're not even thinking about the next 10 years. If people are this distraught, yes, you may have enough money saved up, but the inflow, the stuff that you're gonna do in the future, how is it going to be? So I feel like, even though I feel like there's a lot of bad blood that's happening, I know that they do have some many genuine estates. They probably have some estates too that they are undergoing ratification. They have not fully ratified it. And sometimes these real estate companies, they don't give full disclosure. Although for the Dallas court was undergoing excision, and they let clients know that it's undergoing excision. Also, they probably beating more than they can chew. They could not probably manage this whole number of estates, and then this is the problem that we find ourselves in. But how this applies to you and how you can help yourself is always undergo due diligence, and don't just go by what the real estate developer tells you. Oh, their own surveyor tells you stuff. Or you can have your own independent third party search. You can reach out to us. There's this company that we just partnered with recently, and they are going to help you, because some surveyors here in real estate, some surveyors in this industry are also compromised. They're on the payroll of these real estate developers. So when you go and meet them, they're not going to give you anything different from what they're already saying. There's even a whole sea of O scam that sometimes they'll give you a sea of O that they're not even linked to. There's a lot going on. And if you're also going to invest in real estate development here in Lagos, know the companies that you should look twice. Check their history, check what they've done in the past, check how they handle customers. I don't feel like anybody that's going to be rude to you for you giving them money deserves your money. And most importantly, there is a massive heist going on in Ibeju-Lekki. I'm going to do a whole nother video about that, but there's a massive heist. Real estate companies are cleaning out and they're just eating people's money. 10 years, 5 years down from now, many people, when they want to build, they'll realize that they have to pay ×2 or ×5 of what they even paid. So some of people that are even celebrating, I have my own allocation, I have my, just keep breathing. So you need to be very, very careful, very careful. And I don't want this video to be too long, so I'll end here for now. But contact us. We're not going to put anything out there that is going to land you in trouble, because I enjoy and I am looking forward to, and also I like my peace of mind. So I'm not trying to, lead you astray. But then again, you also, it is your duty to do your due diligence and, make sure that what you're investing in is something that would give you a return on your investment or somewhere you can live. I'll end by saying this. Today's Revolution Plus, I do believe there are tens of other real estate companies that it is a ticking time bomb. Most times when real estate, when disasters like this happen, like it happened in Magodo, it didn't start, and I always say this in my video, it did not start yesterday, it did not start today. It started 10 years ago, 5 years ago. So some real estate developers now, they are doing some stuff. I'm not going to call it, they are doing some stuff that is just a matter of time. Everything, the cookie will crumble. But Nigeria is a place of power, though, and if you have money, those guys are insulated. So at the end of the day, I can't even really say that much will happen to them. But you that will lose your millions, you have to be very, very careful. So contact us to get for property advisory, to get started in your journey, for us to point you in the right directions of where you can invest in. And also, we have started a partnership deal, sponsorship deal kind of stuff. So if you want to get your own estate, or you want to partner with, a developer, because I realize that so many times I come and talk about these guys that are actually being very, very shady and doing all these things. But a friend, a colleague that's in the industry just told me that, you can actually become a developer yourself. It actually, is not, you actually need to have the manpower, the resources, the ears on the ground, meeting the family, confirming the title, also paying the deposit, doing the clearing and all of those things. So that's something that I want to go into this year. So if that's something that you want to partner with, you want to hit me up and say, okay, I think that we're going to be taking from 15 million naira and above, just reach out to me and then we can talk about it. We're going to do the agreement, we're going to get the lawyers, we're going to do, look at the locations. For now, I'm very, very weary of Ibeju-Lekki. So we're going to, that's the core free trade zone axis and all those other areas. We're going to be looking at mostly Ekpe, we're going to be looking at Bogije, we're going to be looking at Abijo and environs, all of those areas. So that's something I'm very, very excited about it. So message me also to find out more information about that. Thank you so much for watching. Kindly drop a comment, kindly drop a like, kindly drop a share. I believe that be the change that you want to see. So watch out for us. So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you at the very next video. Bye bye. This is the Ownahome.ng TV show. We believe that owning a home should not make you lose sleep, so we're committed to giving you the very best property recommendations and insider real estate gist. So see you on the next video. Bye bye.